Hello, welcome. Oh god. My name's Ellie and we're back to another episode on the WhimsyCraft server. And you see there's something that's been bugging me for a while. Something here that's just I cannot longer accept this to be unfinished, and this too. This is also kinda it's been a while, guys. How long are um how long do I have this portal by now? You see, Alice is working on this amazing Nether hub, and that means I want to finally build the clock tower, and I also want to finally work on the city because there's just been not that much done. I've been lazy, and yeah, I admit that I totally claim things happened, okay? I got my wisdom teeth removed and stuff. I was on vacation, and let's not talk about it. But of course, getting my wisdom teeth removed also means that while I couldn't record, I actually did some work that I'll show you in a second. But first, let's chip away on this bad boy. Shall we? And here we go. We have our beautiful clock tower finally installed with the nether portal, which means it's finally pretty from this side too. Uh, the thing I still wanna think about is if I will fill the interior, at least this part maybe, but we'll see. It's kind of hidden away. I can just close it up, and nobody will ever need to know there's nothing in there, right? Right? But yeah, that's for future Illy to decide. You might have noticed some things happened around here. As I mentioned, I got my wisdom teeth removed, and I was in pain, unable to speak, but I was bored. So I did some of the terraforming around here, and like tedious work, like moving all the animals away from where I want to build. So we can actually get going now for the episode. So let's get a quick glance. I still need to grab those copper blocks that I had aged for the roof. Here you can see there's where one pathway will go up for the graveyard. This will be the graveyard area. We'll probably put some trees here too. Maybe, we'll see. And this is where I wanted to place the church. I'll figure it out how exactly I wanted to go. I just knew I wanted this pathway because I like this curve it makes here, and like the hill up here. Then I chipped away some of the stuff and continued the wall. It's not finished with the gradient yet. I still need to install it here, or like build it here. But the rough wall layout stands at least until here. And then I went ahead and finished the rough layout for the upper area up here. So this is where like all those wealthy more wealthy houses are, like, you know, single house with a garden, for example, or this house here will have little, I don't know, like little, maybe also kind of some garden thing, because that's like a research facility. I still need to add some decoration here. I think I wanted to add some. Okay, to be fair, the entire exterior of this is not yet decorated, but it will follow. Okay, I'm locking in, guys. And as you can see, I planned 2 house layouts for this area already. This will be here. I didn't continue doing it here because for the longest time the animals were still there. So I finally moved them down, but I'm out of blue wool, so I will just get to tackle these projects first, and then I can reuse the wool instead of getting more and more and living in a blue hell of squares and layouts on the floor. But yeah, here will some houses be added as well. I'll figure out how exactly I want them to go. Here, of course, as well. And here we have something that I actually, that was a shower thought. I was thinking about this weird area I had here, and I was like, okay, it's kind of circly. What do I want to build there? And I was like, hey, wouldn't it be nice to have some kind of tree or statue somewhere? So either I'll place a huger tree here, like not Alice level big, but either a tree here, or considering that I want to place trees on the graveyard, I was thinking maybe a statue, you know, a little statue that looms over the normal residential area, kinda. And then I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if we have staircases here that go down like here, like new around the circle, and the same on this side. So yeah, that's something that I planned for this. And here we can see the rough pathways leading to the second area down here. Here we have the stairs, so we have 2 official pathways leading down, and probably around here as well. And then here we have an area I was thinking about turning into a marketplace and some residential areas with houses and little alleyways and houses with stores. And honestly, I forgot half of what I planned actually right now. Like, what is this? Why is it? Wouldn't it make more sense to do like this? Huh. That's a problem for builder early later. There, take this. And oh my god! I just realized, holy shoot! What happened? I mean, I know what happened, but why? And how did I not notice? I was free camming over here showing you. I didn't realize this monstrosity. Oh god. Okay, so the thing is, yesterday or the day before, I'm not sure, YMG was like, hey Ellie, I want to test out something because he gets some minor lags when he gets into my area. And he couldn't quite figure out what it was, and he was like, hey, maybe it's the, how did I not see that? Maybe it's the bamboo. Ellie, would you be fine if I break your bamboo to test something out? I was like, sure, that's no problem. Just plop it into your chest and and it's fine. And then he was like, yeah, no, it's not the bamboo. I replanted it. And yes, I can see what he meant with replanting it. I guess that's my life now. Look who's there. Now he's hiding again. He just dived in. He lives.
I do.
To be fair, I was 5 minutes into recording showing off my planning, and I didn't realize it. I didn't notice. That's how blind I was.
Yeah, that took me like an hour and a half to do.
Of course it did. And then I turned and was like, huh, that looks weird. And I was like, oh no, what did he do?
At least your crops are protected now. No mobs can like get in and trample them.
Yeah, because that was such a big problem.
Of course it was. Of course. Oh, scan egg.
Yeah, they're not worth anything anymore though.
I know, but it's still nice to find them.
That's true. Now, as you can see, I've been chipping away at a bunch of little projects, and the chest monster is taking over again. There's just random stuff all over the place. I went some... Oh no, wait, that's even my box, I just realized. Sandstone, I have some random rocket chests out here. Isn't that actually my cobble... my deep slate shulker? Why is there... Yeah, you see? Every time I build something, that happens. But yeah, let's ignore this. I will clean this up just like every episode. Honestly, this is literally how every episode goes. I build something, create a huge shulker monster, and I clean it up till the end of the episode. We can do this. Okay. This will happen eventually once we get building the houses of this city. I also just spent like at least I needed to repair my sword once, but I spent like half an hour cleaning up all the bamboo. So thank you IMG for that. That was very cool. And so we can take care of this eventually. Now about this. I actually finished the food stall, and I'm going to show this in the next episode, because the next episode I want to dedicate to the shopping district. I built a few things over there, and I just want to make sure you can enjoy them all in one go. Well, this episode will focus more on the base itself. So I hope you'll like the shop episode next time. Yeah, I'll ignore this for now. As you can see, somehow I'm living out of the space. Somehow it's working, but also not. Farms, yeah. Well, we'll see if we still go to Pigling Bartering and Gold Farms. For now, what I'm doing is working quite fine. And the important thing is the murals for scan. So let's fly over there actually. Here we go. If you remember, during the campaign, there was a nice sign here saying vote Ailey. Well, now that the campaign is over, I have those two sides that I need to decorate, and I've been putting this off for ages, and I feel bad about it. But we'll take care of it, honestly. I'm thinking about what kind of design I want to make it, because this side... Oh, there's a pinko. It's me, Scarecrow. With the nice water we have here, maybe this will be just some nice scenery, like green foresty, something like that. And maybe I'll even grow a tree out there. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I'll try to think about it. And this side, I wanted to build a little mural for Sniffers. This whole base and city is dedicated to the Sniffers, and to be fair, this is his research facility, so I want to make it fitting and pretty, which also means I want to match the aesthetic Scan is going for. So this side will be a more green side, and the other will be sniffer bound. Now the good thing is, how do I do that? So time to go to the drawing board. And to the drawing board I went, and we're done. So let's check this out. I still need to get rid of this chest, I just realized. Not gonna leave my dirt lying around here. There we go. On this side, I thought maybe it will, since we're coming from the pine forest into the city with some of the pine here, I thought we'll switch it into like the more greenish of the moss all around the city, and have like the water flow off some little stone thingamajig, whatever. Um, hitting here, flowing nicely down, actually having a little pathway, just making it a bit pretty around here. Yeah, we did lose a bit of the crops, but I don't think Scan will mind. I did ask him, and it's all fine. And oh no. Oh no. This kept constantly happening, by the way. I just kept trampling his crops. Wherever I went, this was horrible. No, it was fun. It was fun building this. And this little tree that, as I said, like moves or like acts as the division between the city and the pine forest. And if we move around here and carefully hop up here without trampling more crops, we'll see the beautiful mural with tiny Scan there mining with a little silverfish behind him. Oh no, what will happen? And then we have some flowers, some sniffer eggs up there, and a tiny little sniffer just hanging around, I thought that would look pretty nice, as some kind of mural towards the sniffers, but also towards Scan. Fit nicely into the color scheme, especially around this area. We have it pretty colorful here, so we have it toned to some nature colors, and of course the sniffer pinging out some of the tiny flower specks, and of course down here in the gray Scan. And I'm proud of this, actually. I like it. I was playing around a lot with perspective and how I wanted to do it. Like in the beginning, I just went with one layer, and that looked a bit too flat, to be fair. Then I was like, okay, how about I use some armor stands and move those, move some stone blocks to the back a bit, like as half blocks. But that was so much work, and they kept glitching out. So I decided, okay, you know what? I'm gonna add a second layer. So basically, it's kind of climbable here. You can climb up. Oops, if I could actually jump, you can climb up and check out this area up here. So yeah, that's also possible. And I decided maybe that looks the best, and I like it. I'm happy with it. I hope Scan likes it as well. And yeah, back to our base. So with that, we're going over to the last point for today, which is how about we'll finally tackle this little fishing area over here. And you know what? Let's not make it too complicated. Let's just do it like this. See what we can do in this little time of just turn it around. Okay, no, this took way too long. But I finally took care of the fishing area. Look, I added some trees to this side. Don't look at those two naked thingies. I will do them. I promise. We got some houses. Look here. There's some fish that are being smoked. We have okay. Listen before you tell me this is not happy fish life. I know. I will terraform the river. I will still do that, okay? But first, I wanted to do the fishing, like, little village first, or like the little fishing area. So, those are Bloop and Bloop. they're being bred here by the fisher. And if you have any concerns for their health, ask the fishers here. Yeah, ask them. Don't ask me. We got some little barrels with fish. We got Buck here. He's taking care that the boat is properly. How do you say that? Like bound to land. That it is secured. That it's not escaping. Oh no, the boats are escaping. Anyway, got a little boat here. You can sit in it. It's not functional, but you can sit in it, and you can see like those thingies. So I think that's pretty nice. Here we got a little fishing stand. You know, they're selling fish here. Got some fish in the background. On the other side, we have this little overhang kind of thing where they can store some more boats, you know, in case they want to go out in a bigger group to fish. Over here we have someone just lazing around, and I think... Oh yeah, I also added this little bird. And I think that finishes off this area quite nicely. So you can... Let's go a bit over here. So you have like this little fishing area now. It's finally no longer just a few... That's the wrong key. A few blocks and boxes out of wool. I also added Mr. Chicken. I also added, where is it? Where is it? Hiding. Where's it? There. I added a lightning rod here simply because if you can see over here, there's a parrot sitting, and over here, down there, is a cat holding the other side of the lead. And when I installed YMG's anti-creeper system, I once got the message that one of my cats died through lightning. You know, it just hit it straight through the ground and killed the cat. And I was like, I don't want this to happen here, especially if I use animals, you know, for decoration. Also, I realized, you know, my fox could die too. What if Jeremy dies? That would be so horrible. By the way, here's a golden carrot, Jeremy. So I decided to put, like, hide a little lightning rod in there. I also put one up there just for safety, to save like some of my like my horses and stuff. But technically I should be protected because I have some lightning rods there, but I'm not sure if they count, but technically they should. But nevertheless, I'd like to once again just glance at this little bit here. I don't know why it took me so long. I just wanted to make it pretty with like decorations and add some life to it. So I think this little bit here also took me because I was, you know, the first one was like where I just pulled the wool and an overhang and tried to let it hang over like hang down, but it looked weird with the trap doors. But I needed to have the trap doors on this side so I can hang the hooks there, and then, you know, the fish smoker and whatever. So I needed to have it on this side, but also that meant I can't place stuff here. And yeah, it took, oh no, what have I done? It took a bit to finally figure out how I wanted this little... Hello? But very well, do it as you want to. To have this stall look like I want it to look. And once I had like a general idea for houses, that was okay. And I'm quite happy with it. It kind of flows nicely into the park in the background, so it doesn't look too weirdly if you just walk around here, you know. You do have the park. You have the area, just, you know, you walk into this little fishing area, and I think it fits perfectly as like a transition to shopping district and city, and as a transition to the town hall as one, and the farm that I'm still planning to build here eventually. So I do hope you'll like it, because I do like it. And with that, we reached the end of the episode. I am so happy that you watched it. I know the episode took a while to come out. I'm sorry for that, but I'm happy for all your support. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and a comment. And if you enjoy my content overall, I'd be really happy over subscribe. So until the next time, goodbye.